Good morning. Hey, I'll do a little expand your horizon bit for today. And what we're going to start off with is on the stress levels, on an age gap, on people go through these problems and they see what's going on in the news, and everything kind of ramps up, okay? And where their problem that they don't see, where their issue that they don't realize starts bubbling, starts boiling over, is the ability to handle pressure. And that ability to handle pressure is key. Okay? I'm picking my words very carefully here as I drive. Beautiful cold morning. And so you run into these situations. But what it really comes down to is experience. What have you seen in your life? Okay? We've all gone through it. We've all gone through, I'll say, the trial and tribulation of life. Some of us have had it a little bit, some of us haven't. I know that is one of the key understandings behind things like PTSD, anxiety, being able to handle situations. If you're not prone to being exposed to them, they come as foreign to you. It's not your fault. It's not your problem. But you need to understand. And sometimes you struggle. We get defensive about anybody that may say you're ignorant. Because we hear it, that's almost like a bad foreign or a bad cuss word, a put down. It's not. We're all ignorant. A person who is well into sports has a hard time wrapping themselves around the arts or vice versa, A man has a hard time wrapping himself around the woman sometimes because, we're different. We're ignorant. Okay? We all are, to a certain degree. Science is based on that fact. Okay? You explore to find new things about something or answer questions you may have. Well, that very fact that you have questions proves your ignorance. Okay? That's the reason why you explore and figure it out. And so, you just, everything's based on that. Once you start wrapping your head around that experience level and understanding that you need to have the experience first, then you can be able to grasp and handle the pressure of the situation easier. You might be able to wrap yourself around it, but to really appreciate, as I used to hear the word, how can you appreciate something that's bad that's going on? Appreciate means you are understanding of all that there is about it. Okay? So I'll wrap this up, but the point is that if you want to understand something, understand what you've been exposed to, what your experience level is, and suddenly you get humbled, you open a new door, you get empowered, for sure. To do more, to understand the thing more, to not get so defensive, or to be aggressive because you're eager to learn. But you'll learn more about yourself, and you'll learn more about those around you. When you're looking at a person and you realize that they don't have the wherewithal, nor do they have the experience to be sounding off, or to be, or that you're trying to help them and mentor them, that they're stressed out and they don't know why. Okay? When you realize that they don't have that in them, you'll be able to handle them and help them along better. It's that way. We don't really look at ourselves in that light. Plain and simple. We just don't. And when adversity comes, we stress out over it. Right now we're seeing war and stuff like that, and I'm hearing different places that are not prone to war. I heard like a country or a town or a city, beautiful, real rich and all that stuff, in the Middle East, and they were freaking out because they weren't built for war. Okay? Well, that's it. That's truly ignorance. In a world where, especially in an area where all the surrounding area is volatile. Okay? You can go on the premise that you are going to create a utopian society or a heaven or a whatever, a place of peace around you. But you can't be so blind to the fact that you live in a world that is very, very corrupt, that is very, very mean. Okay? And so you can get into this complacency where your home or your house is so nicey nice. But do understand that everywhere around you has other issues that you have no control over. And when they start crossing lines, or there's a crossover at work, at home, wherever, and they come against what you've built up, you're gonna freak out. You're gonna have stress. You're gonna go through the same kind of situation as some little country that's right in the middle of a war-torn area. Okay? Being able to handle and understand what you can handle. Understand your degree of understanding about things is what's going to help you cope. Does that make sense? I'm saying this because I had to go through this on a layman's terms. I had to go through this personally for decades. Okay? And even though it could be taught or told you, until you understand why the sky is blue, why the grass is green, until you can wrap your head around it, it may fall deaf. You may end up being blind to its purpose, its reasoning, its understanding in your life. Okay? It just, or in life, period. We all have it. That's why you get blindsided. But that's where I'll kind of stop it right there. Got nothing but love for you. Still wintertime, remember that. So, if it's really cold where you are, it's still wintertime. Okay? And we do have global climate problems. So, get ready. We're going to be going into spring and summer. We're going to be volatile. Okay. Got nothing but love for you. Have a good one.